Welcome to this Tuesday edition of Cogeco North Bay News, a truly local television. I'm Clarke Heipel. The City of North Bay's $150 million budget was passed by Council live on TV Cogeco on Monday night. There was plenty of contention as even a pair of councillors who voted to pass the budget had their doubts. The $150 million budget was passed by a 9-2 vote. Deputy Mayor Sheldon Forget's second budget is coming in at 1.5% of an increase.
24 meetings this year. We have a levy increase of 1.5%. That's the lowest it's ever been in over 13 years. So another record year for that. We've been averaging around 1.7, like Councillor Sjogren mentioned. But a very good budget. We didn't do too many cuts, but we were able to invest in the areas we needed to. If you look at, for example, the Baylor survey said we needed to communicate better with our citizens. So in this budget, we decided to add a communications officer to help communicate with our citizens better.
The 1.5 number came about with a call-in of a $25.6 million North Bay Hydro loan, $19.5 million of which is called in this year. This is step one of the multi-year plan by North Bay Mayor Al MacDonald.
We want to bring in a reasonable tax levy, so it came in at 1.5%. I think what was really demonstrated there was we weren't cutting capital. We're going to spend $39 million in capital this year. We're reducing our borrowing from $8.5 million down to $5 million. We're paying off our hospital debt and a commitment. This plan goes out to 2021, so it's a long-term project.
Despite being passed by a 9-2 vote, 2 of the 9 councillors voting in favor of it did so with caution.
So when we say we've balanced the budget, we're balancing the budget because we've sold an asset. The promissory note, we're earning 5% interest on it, essentially forever. It's the way it was structured. But politically, the ability is there to sell it. And that was the choice we made as a council. I don't agree with it, but that's the decision we made. So for anyone who feels that they're saving money on the budget now because we put that cash towards this year's levy, instead of raising taxes 4.5%, we're raising taxes 1.5%. That money is going to be paid now through your hydro bill.
Chair of Engineering and Works Tanya Bosch shares similar concerns, but also voted for the budget.
And I find that this council is more about, trying to get that pretty percentage number, making sure that it's down. The mayor's plan, I give him kudos for coming up with a plan. It's just I don't agree with it. I don't agree with taking the hydro money. It doesn't make. I'm not a financial genius here, but it doesn't make financial sense to me to take something where we're going to get $1 million per year, every year, forever, and use it now. To me, it's short-sighted. Again, as a council as a whole, I think we're just doing something that's the short. Long-term pain for short-term gain. It's a tax holiday that we're having.
Chair of Community Services Mark King was one of the 2 votes against the passing of the budget.
We're buying down the tax rate by 3%. That's really what it boils down to, from 4.5 down to 1.5%. We are in dire need of actual growth in order to fuel the desire to operate the city at a certain point.
I'm frustrated with certain comments when, for example, community services, your worship, is at 4.62%. We had opportunities as a community services committee to get it down to 0.
To be sitting at the meeting where you're passing the budget and to say, well, here's a solution and then this is probably what we should have done. I just think it's inappropriate. The timing is poor, and quite frankly, I said it in the meeting, I think it's just simply pandering to the audience.
That's a typical comment from him. He sits on my committee. He had full opportunity, and of course, when I brought forward the community services budget, I did thank all of the committee members, Councillor Anthony, Councillor Vinecourt, and the mayor are all part and parcel of that committee. So if they didn't like the increase, they should have come forward with cost reductions that would have driven the budget.